Chapter 1. In the morning, Jake woke up to a feeling he was familiar to. Jake realized that he had soaked his goodnight. Jake is a 13-year-old boy who is bedwetter and who wears goodnights to bed. It's an embarrassing secret that he has, and he doesn't want anyone to find out, especially his 7-year-old sister Katie, because he knows that Katie found out that she would make fun of him and tell all of Jake's friends about it, and her friends too. A few minutes after Jake woke up, Jake's mom walked into the room and said, Jake, honey, did you have another accident? And Jake nodded yes. His face turned bright red. Katie walked in and said, oh, Jakey. She used Jakey to talk to Jake like he was a little baby toddler, which she wanted Jake to be. We don't know why, though. But anyways, Katie asked their mom why Jake was bright red. She said, what happened, Jake? Then she sniffed and said, oh, it smells like pee. Did you wet your bed, Jakey? She laughed to herself. Jake said, shut up, I'm not an effing baby. He yelled at her. She said, okay, to herself. Jake and Katie's mom told Katie to go downstairs and eat breakfast. She walked out of the room furious. Jake's mom said, Jake, take that wet goodnight off and then come down and eat your breakfast. Jake said yes. Jake took off his wet goodnight and went down to eat breakfast where he saw Katie. Katie asked Jake, what was that smell I saw in your room a few minutes ago? Jake said, nothing, Katie. She said, smelled like pee to me. Did you wet your bed, Jakey? Wouldn't be surprised if you did. She laughed to herself. Jake said, why don't you shut up? If anyone's wetting their bed, it's you, you little baby. Jake said to Katie. They got into a heated argument before their mother told them to stop arguing. They both stopped arguing, and then once they finished breakfast, they brushed their teeth, got dressed, and then their mom gave them a ride to school. When they got to school, they said goodbye to their mom and said goodbye to each other and went and met up with their friends. Jake met up with his friends Doug and Drew, and then they started talking. Katie met up with her friends Jessica and Patricia, and they also started talking. Jake's first block was math class. He was very excited because Jake loved math, and he had it with his two best friends, Doug and Drew. About an hour into math class, Jake asked the teacher if he could go to the bathroom. The teacher said after she was done explaining, Jake didn't know if he could hold his pee that long. An hour passed, and Jake really, really needed to pee. And then the bell rang, and they went to the next period. Jake sprinted to the bathroom. He almost peed his pants, but he got there just in time, and he let all that pee release. At the end of the day, Jake's friend Doug invited him and his friend Drew for a sleepover on Friday. Jake was very excited because Friday was just 2 days away and today was Wednesday. Jake was very excited to go to his friend's house. But there was one problem: the good nights. Jake and Katie stood beside each other waiting for their mother to pick them up. Once they picked them up, they both got in the car and they drove home. At the dinner table, Jake said that he needed to go to the bathroom, and Katie chuckled, saying, hope you don't wet your pants, big baby. Jake's mother told Katie to stop that. Jake rushed to the bathroom and let his pee release. After dinner, Jake asked his mother and father if he could go to Doug's house for a sleepover Friday night. They said yes, but they said, you know, Jake, you're gonna have to wear your good night. Jake said he knows, and then he went to go watch TV with his sister. At 8:30, Jake and Katie's mother called them up and said it was bedtime. Jake put on his good night and his pajamas and went to bed, hoping he didn't wet the bed.